It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against Memphis. And guys, for the Grizzlies, this is a game they'll want. A win will give them the 4th best record in the NBA. That's a nice designation.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, guys, they come in off that loss, and they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about that game was the score. In just about every other aspect, they were totally outplayed.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got LeBron James. Steven Adams is out there with Bell. Then there's Brown, and it's Curry in at the point guard.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Screen by Capella. Paul passes to Capella. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Capella's got his first basket of the night.
Not sure how people underestimate continually how great Chris Paul has been. Sixth sense kind of stuff there, knowing where his teammate was.
Barnes against James. Back to Adams. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Barnes can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Brown kicks to LeBron. He can't get that one. Good D by Barnes.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Shoots over Brown. Barnes can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Curry kicks to James. Bell with a screen on Barnes. Adams dishes to Brown. Clock at 6. Screen by Adams. LeBron drives in. A rebound by Young.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
He gets it in there. And each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses. But if you needed someone to drop a play to get you 1 bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because
Oh!
No way.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Capella with a screen on Brown. And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this matchup with Montreal, it's their first meeting of the season. Passes it to Bell. Adams against Young. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, great efficiency on the inside from Steven Adams. Rarely does he take a bad shot.
Young, a screen on Brown. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. The shot's good from Paul.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't tee him up on the perimeter.
And here is James. 17 points for him last game again. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Good D by Barnes. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Montreal ahead, up by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Paul out there with Satoransky. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Young. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Bell is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Curry. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. And for Montreal, Harrison Barnes is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the 2-guard. Screen by Adams. Jumper off the screen and off the front iron. And in it goes. James has got his first points of the game.
LeBron James consistent there from the mid-range. When he's in a good rhythm and the ball just rolls off his fingertips, you feel pretty good about it.
Back to Barnes. Capella sets a screen for Barnes. The feed to Paul. No good from outside.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second. It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Curry kicks to James, shoots, good, and Curry gets the assist. And this game is tied up now.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. They set the pick. To stop the run. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. LeBron outside and stolen by Barnes. Pass to Paul. Back to Barnes. Here's Satoransky. Paul left side. Just 5 on the clock. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And Chris Paul, one of the best mid-range players we have in the game. You got to get up on him whenever he's shooting from that area.
Here's LeBron. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Lob pass to Capella. And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Right through the D for the layup. Barnes has got the game tied up here for Montreal.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Off the screen, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
There's a screen. Screen by Young. There's the triple. The shot that time not on target. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey,
Show.
everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They took control of the game in the second quarter, coming back to take a 2-point lead into the locker room with them. That's it for now as the...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Paul with the ball, so on the floor for Memphis. They've got Adams. Curry is out there with Brown, and it's LeBron James, and it's Bell in at the 4 spot. Capella sets a screen for Young. It's stolen by Adams, and here's the fast break. Here's Bell. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bell's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Memphis.
Steven Adams can have an impact on the game, certainly defensively, certainly with the screen setting. But how about the character of the center of this basketball team? One of the most quotable players in the league, and he'll never hold back from speaking his mind in an interview. Gotta love his disposition.
Curry on the wing. Pulls it from 20, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Montreal trails by 4. Kicks it to Young. On the wing, Barnes. Screen by Capella. LeBron against Barnes. Great D that time from LeBron. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. And he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. 4 on the clock. Paul. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Paul's got 7.
And whenever Paul lets it go from that area, Kevin, you think that it's going to go in. Love his stroke. Pure.
Screen by Adams. Brown. Good. Brown's got his first bucket in this one. Hey, Brent, it's been said before that champions have no offseason. Thinking about that, what's your take on the balance between resting your body after a long year versus really pushing the strength and conditioning that could take you to another level the next year?
Well, I could throw it back at you, Kevin, and ask you about as you get older and your body changes, you have to do different things, right?
And more, yeah.
Right, so in your younger years, if you don't make the playoffs or you're in the playoffs, maybe to take 1 month off and get right back into the gym, your body's ready to do that and in tune. Take a player that's 10 years down the road, there's no reason for you to push your body. You can be a little more specialized and be a little more efficient in terms of what you do in the off season to get ready for what a training camp represents, and then of course the upcoming season. Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
LBJ terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
Now the pass to Barnes. Drops in the tray. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Curry kicks to Brown. Hell up on top. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams' shot is off. Barnes against James. Barnes kicks to Paul. Barnes screen on James. A 3-ball. The shot no good. It's stolen by Capella. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest twos, right? We'll contest.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. They've got Chris Paul. Young out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Satoransky in at the 2 spot. LeBron shot is off.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Satoransky. Pass to Young. Shot clock at 5. Young sets a screen for Paul. Shoots from the line. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
LeBron James with spectacular vision. His court awareness is something he came into the league with and is off the charts.
Here's Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
Montreal calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Here's LeBron, and that one goes long.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Here's Paul. The step back jumper is good.
Well, the D doing everything they can right there to slow Chris Paul down. Ultimately, none of it worked.
Screen by Adams. Curry kicks to James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
LeBron James, quite simply, one of the greatest players that's ever played the game, and just impossible for anybody to slow down.
Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. And another 3 for Montreal.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Ball against Curry. Screen by Adams. Goes up the baseline. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Satoransky. .11 left to play in the final quarter. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Capella. And he can't bank that one in. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. LeBron outside. Young with the steal. Barnes outside. Pass to Satoransky. Back to Barnes. Young, a screen on LeBron. Misses the three.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Montreal calls timeout. They trail by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
For Montreal, they come into this one following a loss to Golden State. Curry against Paul. Outside Curry. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Thad Young. Kevin Love. Jaylen Brown, perfect from the field. There we go. There we go.
The sky